uncle and the 6-year-old nephew. They weren't able to reach them until Pierce did not have a cell phone, did not have a
Could you move over
where
a little
they
bit?
physically
Sure.
be, but again,
Good.
they have been found just a little while ago.
Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Keith Borch. I'm the Chief of Police for Mansfield, Keithporch. I am proud to announce that our initial news release that went out advising the public of a missing 6-year-old and a uncle have been found safe in Mansfield. I just want to highlight that I want to thank the media for getting this information out so quickly to the public. We received a lot of tips that led us in the general direction to locate the uncle and the 6-year-old and to circle the wagons to start out what had happened at around 9 o'clock yesterday. The mother reported her 6-year-old missing or had not returned home. The previous morning at 9 o'clock, the uncle had arrived and had taken the 6-year-old, was at that time reported to go to the park and to the store. Obviously, the mother came concerned when the child did not return at 9 o'clock that evening, at which time the Mansfield Police Department was notified. I can tell you that 30 officers within the Mansfield Police Department and the other law enforcement agencies in Richland County immediately responded and began combing, searching the area. A command post was established about 5 o'clock in the morning. At that time, authorities had searched over 180 locations. What was difficult about this incident is the uncle was homeless and was a transient, so which made it extremely difficult. We had to go off of the information of where the uncle had frequent locations in Mansfield. So we concentrated a search in those areas, which we did extensive searches, had 12 search teams in Mansfield conducting these searches at different areas. The other area was like the uncle liked to take his nephew to a park. We have numerous parks within Mansfield, one being North Lake, which is very large. We deployed our drone teams out during the nighttime using thermal imaging, was unable to locate those two in the parks. At this point, I definitely want to thank the Ontario Police Department, the FBI, ATF, Tom Moyer, who is a representative of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, for responding and assisting us with this investigation. Mansfield cannot do this and could not do this investigation alone, and I was overwhelmed with the requests from other agencies to assist us. I am just extremely proud of my officers, and this is obviously the situation that we want to had happen with this child being returned safely home. It is definitely the outcome that we wanted. I'm definitely, again, extremely proud of my staff and the help that I received. Typically, sometimes these things turn out horrible that we have seen play out across the state of Ohio and the nation, and I'm just so proud to report the child safe. I can tell you that the child will be examined. This is still, again, an ongoing investigation. Detectives are currently interrogating and questioning the uncle in regards to, so we know exactly what timeline and what occurred in this incident. So at this time, that's about.
So where were they found?
On Luther Place, which is on South Park Avenue in the south end of Mansfield.
In a home or what? Can you tell us kind of, were they in a home? Is this a park? If we're not from here, can you kind of describe where were they found?
So as officers were canvassing the 2nd Street, Luther Place, they were seen coming around the corner walking to on Luther Place, which the uncle indicated he was then returning the child back to his mother. They were on their way, and he was unaware that we were attempting to locate the kid.
Where had they been all this time, and what was the explanation for being gone for 24 hours?
I can't answer that. Again, you know, we are currently still questioning him in regards to the facts of the timeline of what happened from when he picked up the child until he was placed in custody. I can tell you that he has been arrested as far as a charge. There's a felony warrant charge for failure to register his address because he is a sex offender.
Chief, given the fact that he is a sex offender, were you more worried about the situation than if he was just messing with a non-sex offender? Or was there extra concern, I guess is what I'm asking?
Well, involving a child, I'm concerned no matter what.
Is the little boy okay? Is he okay? I mean, did he say anything to you when you guys found him?
Not to me. He appears to be fine, but again, we want to perform our due diligence in making sure that proper examinations are done. And, you know, and of course, we still have to investigate that part. We have not, again, spoke with the juvenile yet.
Was he legally allowed to have contact with this child or custody of him?
He doesn't have custody, but
Or
yes, so he is allowed. There is no, to my understanding, no for him to be prohibited against seeing a juvenile, to my understanding. To the mother, it is a constant occurrence that the uncle has taken the juvenile in the past. It's never been an issue.
I mean, did he actually live in the house with the mother, just frequented the house with the mother? And it sounds like the boy and the uncle had a relationship beforehand, like they were friends, they knew each other, that kind of thing. Family.
Yes, they do not live together. Again, he is, I think he is a transient homeless. He kind of lays where he can. So the brother stays at different locations from the child.
Are you looking at any charges for the mom for maybe child endangerment of giving the child to someone that that's either a prior sex offender or is a transient?
Well, all avenues will clearly be observed. I mean, we're going to review that, and ultimately it'll be the case will be turned over to the Richland County prosecutor.
Where did they stay the night there?
I can't comment on that. I don't know that.
So if he is transient, and you said there is a felony charge pending because he didn't register his address because he's a sex offender, it sounds like he doesn't have an address.
Correct.
So I'm confused how he would get charged for not registering an address, but he doesn't have one.
Well, again, per the law, they have to register an address because of his requirements as being a sex offender. I know the Richland County Sheriff's Office had issued that warrant. That's all I know. I just know that there was a warrant that was being prepared because of that.
was that prior case handled by Mansfield PD?
One was handled by Mansfield and one was handled by Crawford County.
What can you tell us about the case that you handled?
It was a misdemeanor count of a sexual imposition.
Is there any other charges, or is it just?
As far as past?
Yeah.
So our contact has been disorderly conduct related charges, intoxication, numerous intoxication charges.
He was pretty much known. Was he known to police?
Yes.
No.
What were the details on that sexual imposition case?
I don't have those, sir. Okay, anything else?
Are you guys gonna be testing the uncle for drugs or alcohol or anything like that? Now that he's found?
I don't know that. Again, we're still interviewing him. So he's in the hands of the detectives now.
And so, to clarify, so he was charged, after you guys found them, he was charged with that failure to register, is that correct?
Well, throughout the night, and detectives came in and we started obviously reviewing his background, became aware of him being a sex offender, and obviously we couldn't locate the address. That led to the charge, the warrant of being issued.
And so he's in custody on that charge at the moment?
At the moment, yes, sir.
Do you anticipate additional?
Again, I can't comment on that. That's still early in that.
Has Richland County Children's Services been contacted?
They will be, yes.
Has he been back in contact with his mother? Are they reunited now?
The mother is aware that the child is safe. So again, there's still some examinations that have to be done for the child.
Where is the child now?
currently here at the Mansfield Police Department.
Will he be taken to a hospital?
Yes, soon as, yes.
Do you know if in previous cases when she has given him the child and they hang out or he takes them somewhere, is this the first time that he's been transient homeless, or has he always been homeless in the past when the child's been given to him?
I don't know that, sir. I can't comment.
Can you, what was the time the kid was found? What was the time that officers made contact with the uncle of the kid? Was it around 10:30?
I'm guessing around 11:30,
11:30.
if my memory serves me correctly, sir.
Has he ever done this before, like kept a kid out all night?
No. No, to the interviews conducted with the mother, with detectives, numerous times in the past, the uncle has taken the child, has always returned the child in a timely fashion, or when he said he was going to. So obviously, when it became 9 that night, she thought something was wrong, and it wasn't like him.
And this was the mother's brother?
Yes.
Chief, you're saying the little boy and the uncle were inside a house, an apartment or something on Luther Street?
No, on the street.
Oh, on the street?
Yes. As officers were on the street going door to door, they'd come around the corner.
Where did they sleep though? Inside a house last night?
I can't speculate to that.
Oh, okay.
Again, we're still investigating
Did the
it.
kid seem, cold, dirty, hungry, or any of that above?
I seen the child, and it appeared to be okay.
What was the mother's general kind of reaction to, now that it's found, and kind of just forgot to bring it back?
I'm sure she's overjoyed, as probably any mother would be, but I don't know that. I wasn't with the mother when she was notified that the child was located.
I know you're still doing your investigation, but is it possible this could be a big misunderstanding?
Again, it could be, but we'll let the investigation play out.
Was he impaired in the morning when the officers approached him?
I can't comment on that either. I don't know. But again, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Chief.
Got me tongue-tied.
Grab that mic. Chief, was it your police officers that spotted him?
Well, there was, yes, it was our officers, but there was marshals there. There was other agents. Yeah, so different, yes. So they convened. So they all convened. They were all right there.
Right.
I mean, I had a